everybody. Welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi with Wade and Willie. I'm Wade.
I'm willing.
This is a podcast about the paranormal and contemporary mythology. Join us on patreon.com/real life sci-fi for access to 2 bonus episodes a week, video feeds, and more.
Oh,
Real Life Sci-Fi show for a bunch of other stuff. Let's welcome aboard the SSRLSF 2 or 3 or maybe 4 or 5 time. He's been on a bunch. It's our friend Murphy.
Hey guys.
what up, dude?
What's new, dude?
Well, I think this is number 3, Wade.
Okay. Is
I
that
think
all
it's
really?
I'm just a fanboy. I just watch everything. I'm not on.
I think it's 4 if you count the band.
Maybe, I don't know.
As a fanboy, you know how this goes. I usually ask the guest, like kind of, what's your relation to paranormal stuff? And do you watch a lot of YouTube videos about what let me ask that. What's your YouTube algorithm look like these days? What's coming up on there? Do you use the YouTube?
It's very embarrassing.
That's fine. I feel like everybody's is. This should be my new openers. What does your YouTube algorithm look like?
Right?
Right. So it's skateboarding videos, Rick Beato, and like sociologists. So it's
what was
really
wait, what's the second one? What
Rick
is
Beato.
Rick Beato. He's this music guy.
Oh, okay. Do you know who Jeff
Beck?
what was his name? Jeff Beck. Who's Jeff Beck?
Well, he's a guitar player.
Yeah. You know
Or
who
was.
that one is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is he Willie and I were talking about this on the pre-show. I do not understand why Jeff Beck. It feels like only guitar players know who Jeff Beck is.
Well, he was a weird guitar player. I mean, he's not like Frank Zappa weird, but he wasn't standard in like
But
the
was he considered like one of the best guitar players or something?
Yeah. He's in the canon. Yeah.
Okay. And it's all because of Yardbirds?
No, I mean that's where one of his starts kind of was, but God, why are you asking me about fucking Jeff Beck? Jesus Christ.
He's just come into my brain recently through various avenues, and I've never looked up like why the fuck everybody knows who this Jeff Beck guy is.
So there were tons of guys in the 60s and 70s that were technically proficient, and then some of them were like, kind of inventive and kind of cool and whatever. And he's just one of those guys. I mean, he's not Hendrix.
How do you compare him to Satriani? Just curious. Joe Satriani, to me, is like a middle school guitarist dream.
But then you also have to talk about the hat guy. What was the hat guy's name?
Buckethead? No.
No. Exactly like Satriani, but like the cooler hat version.
Fuck both you guys, and you can edit this shit as much as you want. And I don't know why we got on to Satriani and Jeff Beck. Jesus.
Because they sound the same.
No, Satriani sounds nothing like Jeff Beck.
They sound the exact same. And also, don't forget Hat Guy. What's Hat Guy's name?
I don't know the Hat Guy.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. He had t-shirts
Slash.
when we were in like... No. He was his own guy. It was like St. James or something like that. Robbie St. James or Vince Vaughn, St. Vaughn, Vinny Vaughn, St. Fuck, you know this.
I don't know it.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, with the... Oh, yeah.
Same thing. Satriani with a hat.
No.
And cooler. Somehow a little bit cooler.
Steve Vai? What about Steve Vai?
No, completely different, and you guys are assholes.
They're all the same, man. Just one wears a hat and the other one died or whatever.
Completely different stuff. Completely different stuff. All proficient, all inventive in their own right. Same.
Let me ask you this.
Different things.
When you go to see Rush, are you a Rush fan, first of all?
I get it.
I get it. I get it. I can appreciate just about anything. I do have preferences, and
It's
Rush
okay
is,
if you don't like Rush. I don't like Rush.
I like Rush. It is not a preference.
Got it. Got it. Oh, that's a good way to say that you don't like something. um, oh, we were just talking about the drummer, and we're wondering how much she's going to get, you know, under the microscope with these Rush fans,
Yeah,
you know, because
are the Rush fans mean, or is it just a perception of the internet being mean in general? And she's cool, like how much of internet arguments are not bots?
Right. Well, she's going to be great. Again, speaking to like technical proficiency. I mean, come on.
yeah.
She's got it. And
Yeah, her name
so,
is Annika Nils, I believe. There's two L's, so it must be Nils.
because if there's fans that are our age, then we're fans that were young when they were already old.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and
we're going to be
this
cool with it.
this conversation came up because she drummed with Jeff Beck.
Oh, is that it? I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, let's get to the WoW scale now that we've solved
Got
everything
fucking
so far.
strong armed with this guitar player bullshit, assholes.
Wow scale. The WoW scale stands for Wade or Willie. It's a 5-question quiz. At the end of the quiz, I'll give you a score anywhere between 0 and 5. If you're more of a 0, you're more of a Wade. If you're more of a 5, you're more of a Willie. Are you ready to be Wade on the WoW scale?
Yes.
First question, 3-parter. Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth in the last 300 years?
First and only ask for a favor, Wade.
Okay.
I want partial points.
Oh, interesting.
I know you
Um,
do that, but I need to get a quarter point on a few of these things in order to get to a 1. Otherwise, I'm going to be a 0.
all right. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. And I'll factor that in. Okay.
It was the same as the band video. It hasn't changed. Aliens, sure. It's just a Cosmos thing. And the other ones, no and no, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
It's more of a
And
Carl
your goal, and
Sagan. It's more of a Carl Sagan thing than a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing. Like, sure, sure.
yeah, yeah.
So can I get like 0.25?
I mean, not really, because that's
You
what I
can't give
believe.
me a 0 on that. I'm 1 out of 3.
But I believe that. I believe exactly what you believe. So you're 0.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see how it applies for the other ones, but yeah, Wade has the exact same belief. So that is the standard of the point or no point on that one.
If you want a point, just throw Bigfoot, man. Just throw it.
No, we'll get to that.
Listen, let me listen to every answer and take it into consideration before I'm not gonna not give you these quarter points or whatever. I just need to hear I need to hear the whole thing first.
That's fair.
Will discovery happen in your lifetime?
Disclosure.
Disclosure, sorry.
The way that it's happening now is very interesting. The question sort of assumes full disclosure.
Yeah, I think what's hidden in this question is and would you believe it? I
Right,
think
right,
it needs
right,
to be
right,
like an honest disclosure. Yeah.
right. I want partial. I want partial credit on this. No, but
Okay.
no, but.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so some videos have been released. That's cool. Nothing is that convincing. It's no, but some things might roll out.
That you would believe.
Well, no, I believe the videos.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
Which
sure.
ones?
They're UAPs. I don't believe anything about it except that we don't know what it is. So it's somebody else's, flying
Spy
object.
shit, military, new
Right, right,
tech.
right. Or if
Okay.
it's Mickey Monday flying a plane or something. Like, It
Right.
it's just something. But yeah, it's unidentified, and that's cool.
All right. Question 3, ghosts.
On the first time a few years ago, I think it was during COVID or whatever, I wasn't a hard yes, but I was a soft yes. I remain a soft yes.
Well, see, there you go. You got some points there.
Did I get like a 0.25? Well,
No,
whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get
I th
vibes. I get vibes. I get vibes that are not explained
worldly.
by science.
You have a cat, Murphy?
Nope.
I can't think of who it was. This is for Wade then only. And any of you listeners out there who have a cat, there are videos out there claiming that ancient Egyptian music, somehow the frequencies speak to cats. So I got to find some of these and send you some tracks. You know, they
Yeah,
worship
who's the
cats.
leading cover band for ancient Egyptian music? Like,
It's
how do
got to
we
be
even
Iron
know what
Maiden, right?
ancient?
Ah,
I'll find some and send it to you.
But how do they know? How do they know? Did they write it down somewhere? But it doesn't.
I
It
can't. It can't
doesn't.
be that ancient. Maybe it's just Egyptian music because, like, there's videos of people playing these songs for cats, and they just start looking around like, "What the hell is going on?"
Is it like a sitar and like some kind of?
I haven't heard it. I just the video I saw, somebody was talking about it, and you couldn't hear the music, so I got to go track it down. Just happened
All
today.
right, send it to me. I'll report back.
Cass, our old buddy Cass Rasmussen, mentioned the cat thing. We'll have a sleepover and have a Zoom call with Cass as we watch your cat. I'm inviting myself over to your place to have a sleepover while we play some
Okay,
Egyptian music.
sweet. Let's do it. Why did you think of that? We were talking about ghosts.
Oh, just because it looks like the cat's looking at some entity that's there all of a sudden. They're not looking at the speakers. It's like they're all of a sudden they're able to see shit, or I don't know. It's pretty fascinating.
All right, question number 4, Bigfoot.
no.
All right. Question number 5, was 9/11 an inside job?
Yes and no, and I want a quarter point on this or a
You
half a
don't get to dictate the points. I don't know what your goal is anyway. You just don't want to be a zero?
that is totally the goal. I want to get all the
But
way
you
up to a one.
okay. All
I want
right.
to get all the way up to the one.
So what's your
Um,
what's your 9/11 stuff?
just the information was obviously withheld. So
Right.
maybe that's a cop out, but and
Now you believe they had information and it was held to let things happen. I'm going to put it a little further to allow it to happen.
I don't know. And the ongoings in the those seconds, because remember we were all kids. We had all just gone to the West Coast by that point. I remember it as it was happening.
We just moved to LA. It was this 3 days after we moved here.
Yeah, I was in San Diego and EJ got me out of bed, you know. So we're watching this thing. So I just don't think all the information is necessarily accurate. So
Okay.
I'm no on inside job, but like can you get me to a one?
But like, okay, listen. It's you agree with me. Everything you say basically. I'm going to give you here's what I'm going to do. I'm not giving you anything on 9/11. Bigfoot you didn't even try. The alien you did exactly what I say. Disclosure, I think you get a 0.25 for
Fuck,
disclosure
fuck my life.
because you said you believe the video. I don't even know if I believe the videos. And then ghosts.
That should bring me way up.
I'm gonna give you a full point for ghosts. So there you go. You're a 1.25.
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
Can I see this? Can I see this sheet of paper? Are
You
you
get to
still
see
doing
the
the same?
title
Oh,
page,
I mean,
the index.
I would.
I don't. It looks like a mania. I mean,
I would.
I've been reusing it for.
I would like to frame this.
You can't. Look at how much history is on here. This is like the only thing that I've used to keep the WoW scale for like.
Yeah, I will send you a frame. I don't need, I will send you a frame.
But then do I have to retire this?
Well, you're going to run out of real estate at some point,
But I've got like a whole side here. Look,
like a whole
look at
year.
how so it seems like a lot. All right. Well, congratulations. You've succeeded in talking the jury into giving you what you wanted.
You're too nice.
Willie, hit us with the topic.
Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi, disclosure? The recent UFO drops by the U.S. government. Is disclosure happening? Are they releasing all the files? Or are they just releasing enough to control our thoughts on the subject? I say this because we know there are shocking unresolved videos. They didn't include them in this. And they also have expert eyewitnesses claiming these things are doing things that they're not showing us, which that's where this comes from. They do have evidence of it. They're not showing it to us. Let's get into what's going on tonight with our old pal Murphy. Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi. So I just want to say this in the realm of this disclosure stuff. Sure, it's so easy for everything to be a distraction for everything, but how big is this distraction? Because nobody gives a shit. Because they're not showing us enough to actually distract us, it leads me to believe that they are releasing this stuff to control a narrative, get ahead of people whistleblowing stuff so you don't care about it as much because it came from them. And also, if any of these claims from these expert witnesses are true, that like there are things like instant acceleration without a sonic boom, if those things can happen, then they don't fall within our rules of physics, which means whether it's alien or not, there's technology taking place that could benefit everyone. It's all to hide something, and I think most of it is to hide.
Right. Well, how real do you want to get? Because it's the Epstein shit. It was a distraction for the Epstein files.
But nobody seems to even give a real shit about that because nobody's getting in trouble, and people can shout all day that somebody needs to pay for this. The fact that they released, I don't want to get into the Epstein shit, but the fact that they released the victims' names is a way to target them, to silence them even more, So that is enough distraction to fucking, I'm saying a lot of people still want to know the Epstein shit. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a big enough distraction.
Well, swing and a miss, but that's the reason they did it.
Right.
Totally. I mean,
right.
we all agree on that, but I also think the timeliness of it makes you think that it's just a distraction so that they can also, though, leach into the minds of people being like, well, maybe there's something to this.
By seeing the reaction to it or what?
And so hold on. I just want to back up for a second because my question to both of you guys is, I mean, picture my perspective. I believe I believe in all this alien shit. Maybe I'm a sucker, but from the technologies that these guys are describing happening, I'll go into a couple more, and the things that are saying where they've recovered biological entities that were non-human, time travel, entities from Earth. I don't know. There are other possibilities out there. Sure, that this could all be lies and misinformation also, but I think the biggest thing is the denial of the technology to the populations. If any of these technologies are real,
well, hang on. You
started free energy.
You had a question for us.
Just believe for a second that some sort of entity is real and they're hiding it from us. My question is a two-parter. A, can they rebrand all this stuff and then let us discover that they're real so they don't have to come out and say that they lied? That's part question. The other part of the question, which is totally separate and different. If any of this alien shit is real, other entities, whatever, dimensional beings, do you believe there's any way that Carl Sagan and Neil deGrasse Tyson were not involved in any conversations? I'm just I don't know how to ask this, but I'm just going like, if any of this is real, they had to be in on conversations. So I believe that they are part of the cover-up, that they know, and they're turning everybody's heads away from it. The two-parter is, I forgot the first one already. I dived too fast.
Well, you just want to talk about how you don't trust Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I believe that Carl Sagan would have been, he was on everybody's expert list. If any of this was real, they would have included him and they would have silenced him too if he wanted to come forward. And I feel like that's why he was so inspiring about getting people to reach for the cosmos, to explore things, to come to terms with the idea that we might not be alone, but he wasn't allowed to say anything. And I feel like Neil's on that same path of maybe he's not inspiring people to look for alien life or respect the possibilities of it, but he's definitely like steering people away from exploring that. Scientists, not real. Let's talk about real stuff.
Right. So, okay. The thing that bothers me about the whole disclosure thing is like, I mean, why would I believe any of it? Like, you've already been lying, right? So,
Yeah.
and you're coming out with it now. Why? Because it doesn't feel like it's getting harder for you to cover it up, does it? Maybe the drone thing. I don't know. It doesn't seem to, like, in America at least. It doesn't. We've got so much noise all the time with like politics and shit. It barely fucking like makes a ripple. So I
So they're almost kind of create it, like even them trying to create a ripple isn't working because nobody gives a shit. It's too much. Yeah, like you
I
said.
feel like it's too late. I feel like it's too late. I think the first part of your question was, can they rebrand or whatever? And like, yeah, I just don't trust our government at all. So I don't, anything that they're telling me, I'm not gonna buy. Yeah, I think they would have to like find a new way to release it. They would have to like have Joe Rogan do it. I love him,
Oh,
you know.
oh, okay. I remembered my question earlier that I forgot.
Okay.
Murphy, if you want, I'll write it down. Murphy, if you want to address anything that I just recently asked.
Sure.
Wait, you're gonna write it down? Just ask it.
Oh, okay. Well, Murphy, did you want to? What do you think of Neil deGrasse Tyson and Carl Sagan? If
Well,
if
I
any of this is real, being in knowing and hiding the information, or
well, I know who you prefer and who you don't prefer. I do think that we do have experts that exist, and we've had experts over time, and they are at the mercy of the American federal government at times, not all the time. On this issue, I mean, obviously, this one is just let's just distract from all the other things we said we'd release but won't release. And
okay.
that's like super simple, but
No, I get it. Well, I mean, this is why this is great for me to talk to two people that don't believe in any of this shit because I want to know how much I'm being brainwashed. Of like, am I? It's easy to create the storylines for. So this is a double down on everything we were just talking about, which is if there is some sort of UFO cover up, then I also believe alien cover up. I'll say, or not alien, intelligent life cover up. I would say then that this Spielberg movie coming out has a play in this mentality. Disclosure happens and
But
Disclosure
I
Day
think
is
I
coming
think
out.
that's true. I just think that's true. I just think like I don't I haven't seen anything about it's called Disclosure Day, right?
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything because I don't like, poisoning my well.
me
So I
neither.
like
I
to
agree. I
watch
mean, try
things.
to avoid it.
So
Yeah.
so I don't even know where it's coming from or anything like that. But like Spielberg is of course in bed with the government if that's a thing that happens, right? Of course he is. Like
Yeah.
he's always shooting like planes and fucking helicopters. Like he's not gonna lose those connections if
I,
they come to him and go like, hey, we're about to like disclose a bunch of shit, but it's like whatever. So just make this movie. And what would be the goal? Like, what do you think the point would be?
yeah. So my parallel to what the point would be now, paralleling what it was before when Close Encounters of the Third Kind, if he was in bed with him back then, and I love this
Right,
movie
right,
and I love
right.
him using J. Allen
Hmm.
Hynek as his expert consultant, it would be the same goal. The goal back then was to pump money into the Star Wars defense program. We threw so much money at space. I don't want to say it was because of him. I don't want to say, but like we it definitely swayed popular opinion more so than anything else that came out. And here we are
But don't
back
you
again.
think that like yeah, what okay, but here's what doesn't track for me at least is they've like defunded NASA to a point where, and then there's the fucking Space Force thing. I don't even understand from the first time. It feels like doesn't it feel like they're scaling back on funding this stuff? So why would they need Spielberg again to pump money into it? And like, and also just like they don't need to tell us any of this shit. They could just fund whatever the fuck they
I know.
want. Like they
I
don't
know.
need Spielberg. They don't need a so if that's the case, then I'm like, I don't know, like what's that doesn't I'm not like, you
I
know.
know, right? Well, we sent astronauts around the moon this year. It's like the timing of everything and the fact
Yeah.
that we have a space force
And
and
that big
there's
fucking thing that came
asteroid.
through.
Yeah. There's like,
What was that
oh, you
thing called?
three eye Atlas coming through the
Yeah, yeah.
solar system. And now there's another asteroid on the way by 2030 that's going to come between us and the moon. To
Is
me,
that
this is all a
do you
setup.
think right, but do you think okay, so like I'm imagining that Disclosure Day is an action movie because it's Spielberg and it's a blockbuster and it's a fucking summer tent pole, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So, like, do you think things go so poorly in the movie that when it happens to us, we're going to be like, well, at least we're not hooked up to the suck machine? You know what I mean? Like, is it
Yeah.
like misinformation about like slandering the aliens before they release them? Murphy, what do you got?
Well, the misinformation is nothing new. But let's think about money really in the last, it's only like the last 70 years. Think about DoD spending since the 50s. You know, we had a thing in orbit before there were calculators, electronic calculators, but like, because all that shit was analog. And now we have digital stuff. We just did this new trip around, which Willie brought up. But like, of course, there's things that the public doesn't need to know from the perspective of bureaucrats in the American federal government. And some of that's legit, right?
I
Um,
think so.
the
Yeah.
the
I
the
agree.
the spending, I mean, this like we go up to Kennedy Space Center a few times a year. We look at how much, how much we spent to make a pen that would work in space, the Russians,
Right, right.
that old story.
Right.
They just used a
Which I
fucking,
think which it's not true, is it? Isn't that false? Like, don't pencils not work or something? I heard a reason that was like a dumb story that
Well, that is the funniest thing. Like, why not use a pencil in space? Like, why do we need a pen, the ink,
I know. I swear I
marker,
heard something
a
about it, but I
Sharpie, a
don't. But
marker would have worked just fine. Like, fuck pens.
I don't.
right. I mean, you don't need to doge welfare. You need to doge pens.
Yeah. Well, so well, I'm trying to figure out if you finished your point. Was there more
I
to it
don't
or
think
not?
I really had a point.
Yeah. Well, that's what's hard to. It's hard. Like
Sorry,
because
man.
no, it's not you. We're kind of bouncing all over the place. What Willie, refocus us? Are we
Okay,
talking
okay.
about
So
Disclosure Day? Because what do you think
I
outside
don't want to
of
get it.
pumping
Well,
money into space research? What outside of that is there another thing that Disclosure Day could be doing?
and how easy is space research? It is. I believe Disclosure Day will probably have an alien in it. It'll probably be scary, and I feel like it's to gear us towards defense, just straight up defense money.
Do
Uh,
you think that means okay? So in your world, if that's
Obviously.
the case, if you believe that, do you still believe that there are aliens who are like working with the government and stuff?
I'm still torn on that. I do believe that there are aliens, there are intelligent life forms working, living on planet Earth. We might be working with them. We might not be. I don't know. I've heard of all the things. I've seen these convenient, starting back from Eisenhower missing going on vacation, supposedly, whatever. All the history of a few presidents' interactions with this stuff and all the secret bases and where things may have gone and whatnot. From everything that I've seen, there might be all of them. They all might be real. There might be just aliens living here. There might be intelligent entities living here on Earth.
Right. I mean,
That
that's the easy answer that that's the different races, right? And one of the race is like going like, hey, we need to make this other race look bad before they get here or before they kind of come out of the ground or whatever their plan
yeah
is. But maybe those are the good guys. I mean, you've seen
yeah
enough Star Trek to know like don't believe the first people who talk to you, right?
yeah. And so I'm torn because let's say that aliens are not real, and I'm trying to come to terms with that. Then to me, all of this money is then going to be pushed into a defense system that will then monitor us even more, so we are not
Well, I
able
mean,
to
Trump's
even.
already talking to he's talking about the Golden Dome for America, right? The missile defense system. Like he's already floating that out there.
Like, we
I
already
don't
have
know.
a great fucking missile defense system that we could stop the drones that
Is it called the
Israel is
two
not.
oceans that we're between? Like people can't fucking missile us. We're too fucking, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
That shit's 40 years old, man. Reagan had all that. We had all the Star Wars stuff done pretty much then. Nothing to do with aliens, but defense.
Yeah.
That's just kind of that. Whether it's good or bad or whatever. I mean, I have my opinions on it, but
I want to. I'm sorry. Am I cutting you off?
no, no, I'm good.
Okay. Out of all the videos that they released in these last two drops, I've seen a handful of them. I've watched people analyze the whole drop, and there are no new UFOs, sort of, but there is proof that they are monitoring the shit out of these things, and they're using technologies that we may not have known existed. So that's a red flag to me that they're watching these so much without telling us. And oh, here's some videos. And so the one thing out of all the videos that is compelling is there's one video that kind of shows instant acceleration. Now, we've heard about this forever, even from the Tic Tac videos, from the very first UAP disclosure from the New York Times, the Nimitz account of this Tic Tac floating around. Boom, instant acceleration takes off without a sonic boom and with no proof of fuel consumption and something that breaks. There couldn't be an occupant in there with our technology. There's one video where they're following something and then it takes off, and the people fighting this are saying like, oh no, they stopped tracking it, and then the camera goes up, so you just see the background move up. But if you watch it frame by frame, this thing takes off, and then they turn the camera up as if it was like, oh shit, like, the
yeah,
defense.
like when the lady lifts her shirt up at the sporting event and they
Yeah.
and the camera cuts away. Um,
So that one video shows something that doesn't fit within our physics, and so that's the only one you got to look at.
well, what?
It's
But
not
why?
it's not that interesting.
So what is that? But what is that? What do you mean? It's felt like a mic drop moment, but it's kind of like, well, yeah, they're not telling us the
we
truth, but what would that mean for you?
That would mean that they have somebody has the capabilities to go from zero. I mean, it is moving, which is even harder to do. Be moving and then take off. You know what I mean? Like, picture going 0 to 60. That's great, but 60 to 2,000 versus 0 to 2,000. Anyways, it shows that there is a technology being used that we probably should be afraid of. And so but to stop all the fear of anything, because one idea is that, oh, we should be afraid of something.
Right,
If
right,
any of this is real,
right.
we've been studying them for so long and they've never done anything to us. If there was some sort of invasion imminent, they could have done it long before we had any of the technology that we have now. Just, like,
It's
why
weird
wait?
too because you hear these guys. So I don't even know. This is like a headline I saw, and some of my news sources are like suspect. But I saw something about like a guy, and his quote was like, "If the public knew what I know, they would be so scared. He was like they would set themselves on fire. So it sounded like he was like they would fucking go crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, show me what you got, man. Like
Yeah.
a scary alien. This is real. I'm not gonna like lose my mind. I'm gonna cross the other side of the street. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to avoid that thing if it's real. Elephants are scary, but I'm not
Yeah.
like fucking terrified of them. I just know to stay away from
Spoken like a true Wade zero. Show me what you got. Give me the fucking facts. Like just show me like I'll make my own decision. But like just give me these facts, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What could be so terrifying? Like, is there a thing in your mind that could be so terrifying that you would just run out into the street and like rob the nearest liquor store?
I know. It's like a cricket looking at a sports car. And it's like, well, the sports car isn't trying to run you over, you know?
Right, right.
It's there. It's amazing. But it's
Oh, it's fucking cherry, dude.
So here are the things that are crazy that we should consider. What out of all the UFO videos out there, sure, the instant acceleration video. We've heard expert witnesses talk about it. Now there's a chance we're seeing it. No visible propulsion. You don't see like heat or anything coming off of these things. Hypersonic speeds without sonic booms. All these things could not exist within our definition of physics. Extreme maneuverability. These things are moving in ways that like they don't have tail fins or anything. Hovering with no lift. That's kind of already been said, but that's in there. Trans-medium travel. The reason why they named this they changed it from unidentified aerial phenomenon to unidentified anomalous phenomenon. They have so many videos of these things going in and out of water and not being affected by the water. If a plane hits the water,
I kind of wonder about that though. But I know, but like there's ships, there's like ghost ships, because the way that the heat interacts with the horizon and shit like that. So like,
yeah, I'm with you.
How do you know these things are going into the ocean and not just like beyond the horizon?
And from these expert witnesses and from some of the videos they have, you can clearly see it splashing in. It's not just like a sideways horizon view.
I thought the whole thing was they didn't make it, so they make a splash.
From a couple that I remember seeing, it's not like but like you see that the water is affected. It's not just the water doesn't dissolve or whatever. And then also these things have been jamming or affecting sensors. They're either not showing up or showing up from time to time, which, they're radar anomalies. I believe this is an interdimensional thing is why. And another thing is knowing where pilots would be. One detail from the Nimitz case is that the witnesses reported after the encounter, the object appeared near a prearranged rendezvous point. It led some of the observers to speculate that somehow it knew where the aircraft were going. Anyways, those are the crazy things that kind of are shocking. And if there's anything to be shocked about, it's these things that we can't reproduce. And with that, let's say it's all secret military. And we've got it, they've got it, and we're just spying on each other. Maybe we're testing, maybe it's just us and we're testing to see how people react to these technologies that they're using to spy on us with. And
I don't know,
situation.
Because like, when they made the stealth bomber, it was like they were like, fucking check this out, America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like there were posters of it and shit. Like, look how cool this is. We can fucking bomb anybody now.
Yeah.
So it seems like if they had some cool shit, they would be like, check this out, dude. Now we're going to fuck up China. I mean, especially Trump. Like,
and I'll keep saying this, the stealth bomber. I mean, the SR-71 and its drone, we've had since the fucking 60s. We didn't hear about it till, was it the 80s? To anybody who says
that's kind of, yeah, I mean, but that's kind of just like an established point, right? Like the military is always going to have some shit. And like, yeah, maybe this is another incarnation of that, but why would it change? Like, why would the perception, if you saw that the military had things that were defying physics, you would be psyched on that, wouldn't you?
Well, and that's the other thing too. if this were specifically all only military, they could squash it from all the news. Let's say somebody could they?
No, you're gonna have somebody. I mean, if it's all military, and I'm a weight on that. I'm a zero on that. It's ours or somebody else's. But you can squash that. You can
So
squash that
so let
easy.
let's say let's follow those rules then. Every single thing is something that could be explained, meaning yeah, secret military technology, or yeah, weird anomalous earth energy collecting that we just aren't aware of.
Or somebody else's military.
Yeah. If that's the case, I would then believe that it would be easier to not let this get out of hand. Why then are we? Oh, fuck, toys are falling down. Sorry. That was Skeletor and Panthro that just fell on me. Why? Why
Did you
then
see the
would
billboard? Did you see the billboard for the He-Man movie, which is getting really good reviews, by the way? Like,
I
don't sleep
know.
on He-Man. And it's just the exact, it's him and his tiger or whatever, but it looks exactly like the toy. And it just, I was like, oh, that movie's for me. I
Yeah.
was like, who's this fucking movie for? Oh, it's for me.
I look at the toys going like if they were cooler I'd buy them, but then I'm like how cool is Prince Adam? You know, he's not that cool.
He's
Moose
fucking
keeps
cool as
asking,
shit. Look at him.
he's
He's
like, why are
awesome.
they all so buff? I know, dude. Everybody's so buff.
That's
If
pretty
it,
much how I look when I take my top off.
and I like the purple. Listen, maybe this is why I like purple and pink so much, dude. Like He-Man, Prince Adam is styling.
He's not, that's a red shirt. He doesn't have
Yeah, I
pink, does
know.
he?
No, but you can see pink fitting
Yeah.
in nicely.
Yeah, totally.
I so if this were all military, it'd be easy for them to be like, hey, this is our fucking shit. Like, stop putting this in the news and let's not have money allocated to researching us.
But why stop putting it in the news? Because do you think China is getting their intel from our news? Like they know. If it's out there and there's video of it, the
Right,
our enemies know about it.
right.
Well, and now Canada is throwing money at researching UFOs now too. And it's just like, are they like following us, going like, well, they believe in it, so we should too? Or and it's all just money laundering.
Well, yeah, I mean it could just be let's funnel more money to fucking hey, we're gonna research UFO or yeah, UFOs now. So we need more data centers
I'm
to
gonna start
kick
calling
back
them yaps,
fucking
UAP
Kevin
yaps.
O'Leary.
Just keep yapping about it.
I just think it's probably all money. It's probably all money, dude. There's nothing that's
Dude,
fun and fanciful in the world.
when you picture the 80s CIA and FBI selling drugs to fund their operations, doing it on their own to fund their own operations, that's how much money they needed. Not only were they getting taxpayer money, they were making millions. It's not like they were individually getting this money. These were operations.
Yeah, but that was kind of before they could just take whatever they wanted, right? Didn't they just have to? That's because that's I think when they realized, oh, we can just do this like black operations where we can kind of self fund if we just don't let anybody know about it, you know.
Well, yeah, just all of a sudden it's top secret. Yeah, I'm not clear on that, so you're probably right.
Well, here's a question that I want to impose, that is very easy to ask and very difficult to answer for these types of situations. Who benefits? Who benefits?
If you're going to say who benefits
And
and someone's going to say follow the money is going to go towards research, military. It's going to go to military.
well,
Defending.
who benefits from having the existing knowledge, right? Not new things, old things. Who benefits
Yeah.
by non-disclosing the old things, right? Who benefits going forward? Absolutely. It's tech, it's all
Well,
that stuff.
okay.
But like,
When you pose that question, I want to throw this in there. Some of the UA some of the things they're talking about in these UFO dumps are, oh yeah, there've been astronauts who've seen UFOs on the moon. So it's interesting to bring those old things up in this and then go, okay, why have they been hiding I don't know. It's compelling, I think, to put that in there. And who
I mean,
benefits?
there's
Anybody who's
also
lying.
Yeah,
well, I think for the old stuff, wait, who benefits by releasing or not releasing it?
both.
I feel like here's what my plan would be if I was a nefarious government, leader.
Oh,
Um,
you could be.
it's kind of like selling a car. You kind of look to the future and you go, all right, I put this many miles on it. When can I best get the best price for this car before it just falls off a cliff? So you look at that technology and you go, oh, well, Iraq doesn't really have it yet. And you're like 20 years beyond them at this point. So you're like,
Yeah.
what could I
That's why
sell
we're
to
selling them
Iraq?
old planes, we're selling it everybody in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah. Just once you sort of already have an answer for defeating it, and then you can sell it to your enemies and act like it's like the bee's knees, right? But only because they don't know about this new shit that you have, and that's why you're trying to not do disclosure because you don't want Iraq or these lesser kind of technological countries to gain too much ground on you. Perhaps I don't know.
In my head, let's say that a lot of people know, because I mean, it's crazy on Fox News. They're talking about the 4 different types of aliens that exist.
I know.
I think there's more, but they talked about 4 on Fox
But they
News,
also, Willie, just real quick
which
aside,
bothers me.
like
Go on.
they know their audience, and they know they're gonna buy into anything.
That's what like really throws a wrench in my mind, going like, I'm not one of these guys.
The first time you've questioned it is because Fox News is reporting it.
Well, yeah, no, it's on other right-wing news media outlets. Um, not the four, not
Yeah,
the
like
four
Newsmax
five, which
or
is
fucking
hilarious, but
yeah.
some of the other stuff, which is hilarious that I don't know. But
I mean, here's the thing: if intelligent beings are real, and let's say that they're not interacting with us, there is something to be gained to knowing that they're not going to fuck with us and using their presence as a threat to spend money on. So there's one of my benefits is that like they're here, they won't even deal with us. They're just doing their thing. But if we can show them flying around, maybe we'll get extra money. There's that. An old conspiracy story is that happens every year is that somebody will come out and say, well, they made a deal with us that they would give us technology as long as we disclose the fact that aliens are real, because humans need to know what the universe is, the nature of reality, so that we can not join the Galactic Council, but join the way we're supposed to experience life, right? And not because we need to experience, but because we are a part of this thing and we're kind of like disconnecting from how things work. We're basically a cancer to the spiritual realm. I mean, like if there is something true to consciousness, and we're like not growing the universe consciously because we're focused on fucking Skeletor or whatever dick thing you're into, or
Don't
you know what I
drag
mean? I'm just like,
Skeletor into this. Let's blame the landlords, Willie.
yeah,
Skeletor's
no,
done nothing wrong.
yeah, not a cancer to some sort of other big thing, but I mean, we're all just pieces of shit.
we're all masking the shit. That's our existence, is
No,
hiding.
empirically the pieces of
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
in the
dude.
universe. Like
Dude, if
we
there was gold on the moon, we would be there.
we don't matter.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
funny though if you made a sci-fi movie and the bad guys were like just really into money. Like they're just going across the universe just like we need to get more money. We're out of all of the things that are valuable. We need to get more and more of it. Like if a billionaire, you know, there's got to be a new disease for money addicts.
I
Wade,
I am
Wade, have you read the news lately? Like just the news in general.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying in my movie, we get so technologically advanced that we're the Klingons, but it's all just for money, you know? It's to bring
Yeah.
back so that they can make us spend more money to get the
I
newest
mean,
whatever.
picture this, okay? Let's say we are the ultimate Klingons, but like the way to take a population to join you in conquering and collecting and the greed is to let us in on the greed. What if the government said, hey, what if our government said, hey, we're just so you know, we're going to take over the world. You know, why not? We should all be under control. Everyone gets $1 million. Every American gets $1 million, you know, so you can just stop
But that
complaining
doesn't
about.
work because then all the prices just go up anyway, right?
No, no, no. Sure. I'm just saying, like, I picture and trying to colonize and expand. If everyone is in on that goal, then it's easy. That's why
Right,
colonization was
right.
easier when it was God's fault, not ours. It's like we're spreading his word. Like, these are
Yeah, yeah,
enemies.
yeah. Right.
And what is that now? Like, we don't have a common God, and they're still trying to leech in, you know, whatever. I don't want to complain about shit. But what is the future God? Right now? It could be
Money.
money.
Yeah,
It could be money.
right.
We all need it. We're all fucking broke, no matter
Yeah,
how
we all
rich
need
you
this
are.
thing that we invented. Yeah, that's what I'm
It makes
saying.
me
It's like,
think that like maybe there is something to some
but
entity
what
that
side would you be on? Because I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I mean, you guys are already evil enough. Like, yes, let's go kill all the people on Mars and take all their shit. Like, I would
it,
just be like, fine,
it'd
do
be pretty
whatever.
easy for them to be like, this guy doesn't agree. That one,
Right.
I mean, like they've killed people for less. I don't know. It's just, but I don't know. I'm just
I don't
saying,
know. I
and
mean, we would be like the chosen. It would be like, let's say America is doing this, right? America just goes, you know what? Fuck the world. We're going to take the whole thing over.
no more
And then
taxes.
we
Join
do.
us. You're already part of us, but you could be with us or you can be with them.
Yeah, like think of it like this. Like America is a castle and you're inside of it. So like fucking everyone outside of it sucks. But like you're inside of it. So like why do you care? And so we all
Yeah.
sign up and we're like, yeah, fucking we are the coolest and like we get all the cool shit. But then they're like, "Oh, now we need to go fucking kill all these other planets."
You signed up already. Yeah, the side of it is now this instead of like, well, if you don't want to be here, get out of here. It's like, we don't want you here because you don't want to be here. Boo.
Yeah, well they're on that stage now, right? Well, no, I guess all the immigrants do want to be here.
Yeah, they're trying so hard to vote.
I just kind of feel like unless an alien comes to me and goes, "Hey, fucking I got enlightenment for you. Like this is what life's about." Then I'll just join up with the American Federation of Monetary Gain. Like I don't care. I'll just do it. I don't care. Unless an
Here's your
alien comes to me and says like, "Come on, let's go, man. Be free." Then
here's your
that, then it,
handful of gold. Here's your hand job. Like you here's your puffed up lips. We'll give you everything you want. All this shit is making me go like maybe there is an entity that feeds off of our suffering. Maybe that is real because
yeah.
even looking at Instagram can make you like suffer for other people, you know? And like, get off this. Like it's the same reaction. It's the same as if you're experiencing it. I don't know. It's a funny idea, but I'm just going like, there aren't too many things. Not that you need to spread positivity, but there aren't too many things teaming us up. And, you know, it's not profitable right now. But,
But if you take away the, I mean, how do you, what's the disclosure version of that though? That like, if let's just say that they're aliens, right? And they yummy, they eat up our,
oh, look at that guy's crying over there. I'm
pain.
going to go sit next to him and eat.
Tastes so good. Tastes so good. What would disclosure mean in that? In that it would be
Well, right now, it adds a whole nother level of fear to people that were comfortable in their world. Oh shit, this shit's real. Oh fuck, do I need to look up every night? What's that? And
Yeah, it
then they
just
could just
feels like yeah. It feels like they would only do that if they're are they done with 9/11s and like there's a million ways to get more grief. Just do another hurricane or something. Do you think
I
that they
know.
control the weather?
I think that the electromagnetic machines and harp and stuff definitely affect big weather. And I'm following somebody. I wish I could put, I'm going to put a link to her stuff, but she follows these big machines and like this big earthquake that happened in the Philippines, like all these machines, you couldn't read them for the day before. I don't know. I mean, like, I think that there is manipulation going on and it can trigger drought and move storms. And what do you think of negative energy aliens, Murphy? I know you don't believe in aliens, but I mean, here on Earth, do you think that there could be an entity living here that is not an alien that survived that we kind of are unaware of throughout human history, or maybe they were angels and they're just an entity that lives here that had information technology, or I don't know. Are you into anything in that realm?
Well, I had a point to make that I've now forgotten.
Sorry. What was it about
No.
being scared or
Oh, no, I think it was about the withholding of information or some shit. It was very empirical. It was, very factual thought. No, I don't think I can say anything different than vibes, which is what I call them. Other people talk about it in terms of like frequencies. You've talked about it in terms of like dialing in a radio. And, you know, it happens from time to time. Doesn't happen that often. It's not a thing I get to choose. It's a thing that happens to me. I don't get to pick it. So I think I completely did not address your issue.
well, what when you say that, you're saying you're experiencing something that you can either visually witness or experience that kind of happens every now and then?
No, 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 nothing is visual. Again, a rare occurrence, rare events, but yeah, no, nothing is visual.
Do you experience some feeling? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's a vibe, it's a communication, it's a wavelength.
Is it positive or negative?
It's just a message. It's just a message. Um, the message can be positive or negative.
Do you equate this like a premonition? Like what's an example of something you've experienced? So do you have a specific like
Well,
memory
like,
of
like Jeff Drum's dog. Did I talk about this in the
uh-uh.
beginning? Maybe I talked about it on another episode.
What happened though?
So I'm in Oakland. We're playing with the Oakland band, and I'm staying at Jeff Drum's house. Olive is sick. And it doesn't come through in words, but the dog is sick. And I told Nikki, I told his wife, I told the other person, I'm like, well, Olive's sick. And she's like, no, she's great. I'm like, nope, she's sick. Of course, she was sick and other things happened. But I didn't ask for that transmission of information. It just came to me. I'm hanging out with the dog and the dog gives me the vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't ask for it. I wasn't trying. I wasn't doing anything.
And there are a million versions of that information happen why that happens.
Yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
a sense that some people aren't attuned to, or maybe it's a communication that you experienced, or
Well, it's a
yeah, that
frequency.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it can be
Well,
until
right.
until you need it to work. Well, how come you don't have an answer, Murphy?
Yeah, yeah, right. Like it's not a positive experience. It's not a positive outcome, but it's a message.
So my
But
So it's just
you don't think
message.
it's psychic though?
It's on that. It's the same as it's in the
But because
realm.
you're only a 1.25, you don't really believe in psychics.
I know. And thank you for giving me all the way up to 1.25.
But
Very
my
kind of you.
my take on this is whatever you're experiencing, we might experience more if we interacted with each other more. Like back when it really were tribes living together as opposed to like being separate right next to each other. I think that human interaction fuels these other senses that we're not experiencing because we aren't around people enough.
Could be, but yeah, in that case, you just get the vibes. And then with humans, I've experienced it much less and very, very infrequent. And I don't ask for it. I don't try to do it. It's just a thing that happens. And so, you
Yeah,
know,
it sounds like it sounds like what people say when they're psychic or whatever.
well, when it happens, it happens. And like I don't seek it,
But have you looked into it at all?
not really.
You're not curious about it? Is this something that you discovered that everybody didn't have? Because I've never like had any kind of
Well, it's the same.
prognostication.
No, it's the same. So Wade, it's the same, well, it's not the same, but it's very similar. Like the idea of when you have an idea, like when a joke hits your brain, like you may not even have been thinking about it, but then the joke occurs to you in your head before you say it, but it just occurs to you, and you're like, "Oh, that's a good joke. It occurred to me." And then you say it and it's a great joke. So it's kind of like that.
I love the parallel because people in the
You did
creative realm are
you,
dealing
you
with that more, but it's written off as writing,
we
or
don't you don't
instincts.
well, some thoughts you try to think and some thoughts just occur.
Like
Like
I will say, like the other day, I was like, oh, I had the thought to put my bike in the garage, and I didn't, and it got stolen. And like I didn't get that thought for the whole year that I owned it. And then one day I did, and
but
I didn't listen. I'm like, I was going to, I just didn't get to it. It's like, fuck, man.
We should wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get out of here.
yeah, this
I
is not the right.
Murphy, what are your what after all this UAP shit? What are your conclusions right now of and what's going on?
The American federal government will release things as convenient for them. I think it's cool that some things are being released and, cool. And that's all I have to say about that.
I will say, sadly, I think Epstein is alive, and I think that this is a great distraction, and I also think that aliens are real, and don't believe an invasion when it happens because that's convenient for the aliens to be hostile. It's convenient
Oh
for our
man,
spending and our fear.
how do you not? It's not gonna. It doesn't matter if I believe it or not. They're just gonna fucking gear up and go to war.
Can we all agree if aliens invade not to pay taxes for a couple years, right? If we all do that, then none of us will get in trouble. If we all do that.
I know. Why don't we just strike with taxes?
I love that the influencers tried to do it this year because they didn't think they owed money on their influencer money, but we need a there's less of them than
I mean, those
us.
people are just junior billionaires, right? They just want
Yeah.
money. They don't care. I'm trying to think of my version of this, and like I don't know, man. I just can't even fathom them releasing anything that would shock me at this point. I'm just kind of like, yeah, go ahead, do your worst, because like there's nothing. I'm not gonna be. I'm not. There's no part for me to play in this. I don't think. Right? Like. except for giving them my tax dollars. Like they could do whatever they want. They can tell me whatever they want. I have no recourse.
They probably make the best fake UFO videos, you know?
Right.
Plus, there's the whole like mind fuck thing. Like, who's the Spider-Man guy, Mysterio or whatever? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
what if they can just do that shit to us, and then we're just living in like this weird hell that they've decided. Like,
I know, dude. I'm leading toward this Archon thing that we are in this soul trap, reincarnation soul trap. I'm like, oh,
if we're in a soul trap right now, can we just like stay here? I don't want the dial to get turned like down anymore, you
well,
know?
can we please choose the Joey Pants having lobster version? You know, I don't even like
Yeah, why
lobster.
can't you just give us that? It's because of the grief sucker aliens that just love our misery. All right, well, we've solved it. Disclosure is happening because there's a fourth dimensional being who jerks off with our tears.
Mm-hmm. Every time you cry, it's easy to stop yourself because your dad doesn't want you to cry, and there's something feeding off of that.
Yeah, exactly. Your dad was right. Don't cry because then the aliens use it as lube. Murphy, anything on the internet you want to point our audience to, or any what you got going on? Any stuff?
Plugs,
Yes.
bands, what do you got? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I have a couple of bad bands. One meets for 2 days a year. We write one day and record the other day, and we never play live. It's Oakland based. And I'm starting a new project down here in Miami. And I'll
Wait,
send,
that one's called Two Times Through and the Two Times. What's this one called in Miami you're doing?
yeah, 2 times through, and the 2 times is in Oakland. And then this one we're gonna call the Calisthenics. It's it's basically dirty lullabies. But I don't,
Okay.
it'll come out in the kind of by the end of the summer.
Love it, dude. Sounds intriguing.
Thanks for having me on, you guys. You guys are the greatest.
Of course. So we're going to continue our conversation with Murphy. You're going to stick around, right? Or you got to go? All right, he's sticking around. On our Patreon, just go to patreon.com/real-life-sci-fi and get access to that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like such a fucking wet blanket when it comes to all this shit. I'm just like, why don't the billionaires fucking figure it out? And then I can just like play video games and like contribute to them.
Dude,
Wade, you're a wonderful person. You were also born a wet blanket. You were just born that way, dude. I love you to pieces.
It's something I'm working on. But when it comes to aliens, I'm just like ah. Um okay, thank you everyone for listening. I think that's all I have to say. The
yeah.
only thing left is just because you're paranoid don't mean they're not after you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Real life sci-fi.